Calaroga Shark Media. Hello and welcome to Ghost. This episode is titled 10 Lords Are Leaping, the High Society Leap.
In the elite circles of Edgmont, the leap year ball, held just once every 4 years, was a spectacle of high society, an event where the 10 Lords Are Leaping, a group of distinguished gentlemen from prominent families, showcased their wealth and influence. But this leap year, the ball at the Grand Ashbury Estate, would be remembered for a far more sinister reason. A grand event steeped in tradition and history, the leap year ball at Ashbury Estate traces its origins back to the 1700s. Initially, this illustrious ball was held in February, coinciding with the leap year's extra day. However, the mid-19th century brought a pivotal change. The harsh winter of 1840, marked by heavy snowfall, rendered travel in February nearly impossible, leading to the postponement of the ball. The event was rescheduled to mid-December, aligning it with the festive Christmas season. This serendipitous shift transformed the ball, infusing it with the spirit of Christmas. The resounding success of this impromptu Christmas-themed event led the Ashbury family to permanently move the leap year ball to December, blending the leap year tradition with the warmth and joy of the festive season. Over time, it evolved into a symbol of unity and celebration, an integral part of Edgmont's Christmas traditions and a testament to the enduring nature of customs, adapting and thriving through the ages. Among the lords was Julian Ashbury, the youngest and most enigmatic of the group. Julian was known for his daring and often reckless behavior, traits that both fascinated and worried his peers. His love for thrill-seeking was well known, but no one could have predicted how it would lead to his downfall. The grand halls were decked with holly and ivy, while the melodies of Christmas carols resonated through the air, mingling with the sounds of laughter and merriment. A long-standing tradition of the event, eagerly anticipated by all, was the Leap of Faith performed by the 10 Lords Are Leaping, a group of 10 esteemed gentlemen from the highest echelons of society. This daring feat involved each lord leaping from the balcony of the estate into a large, meticulously prepared pile of snow and hay below, symbolizing trust, courage, and the spirit of the leap year. The spectacle was a highlight of the evening, with each lord adding his flair to the leap, much to the delight and admiration of the gathered guests. On this fateful night, amidst the backdrop of twinkling Christmas lights and a blanket of snow enveloping the gardens, Julian stepped forward to make his leap. With a moment of bravado, he announced his turn, his friends and onlookers gathering to witness his performance, a stunt he had previously executed with grace and aplomb. As the lords before him had done, Julian climbed onto the balcony, the anticipation from the crowd below palpable in the crisp winter air. He paused for a moment, taking in the festive scene, then launched himself into the night, aiming for the soft landing of snow and hay that symbolized a successful leap of faith, a tradition that had long been a cherished part of the leap year ball's festivities. But this time, something went terribly wrong. As Julian leapt, a look of shock crossed his face. He missed his mark and fell to his death, his body found in a grotesque pose amidst the pristine snow, a stark contrast to the warm glow emanating from the mansion. It was all an accident, casting a pall of Christmas that year. And as the new year began, strange occurrences started to haunt Ashbury Estate. Visitors to the estate, drawn by the allure of its history and the tragic tale of Julian Ashbury, began to report eerie sightings and occurrences that sent shivers down the spines of even the most skeptical. One of the most chilling phenomena was the sight of a figure leaping from the balcony where Julian had taken his fatal leap. Witnesses claimed that on moonlit nights, they could see the silhouette of a man, matching Julian's stature, standing on the edge of the balcony. With the same bravado that Julian was known for, this spectral figure would launch into the air, but just as it neared the ground, where the pile of snow and hay once cushioned the Lord's leaps, the figure would inexplicably vanish into thin air, leaving onlookers in bewildered fright. As the ghostly apparitions grew more frequent, Julian's elder brother Edward began to delve into the family's past. He discovered that Julian's love for risky endeavors stemmed from a childhood incident, a fall from a tree during a Christmas adventure that had left him bedridden for weeks. This incident had ignited Julian's obsession with defying death, a desire that ultimately led to his tragic end. It had been nearly 4 years, and time once again for the leap year ball. Edward, desperate to find peace for his brother's restless spirit, decided to recreate the leap year event. But to honor Julian, only 9 lords would do the traditional leap. Edward took the 9th, and now final, leap, landing safely in the pile of snow and hay. As Edward stood up, a profound silence enveloped the onlookers. Their eyes turned upwards as the ghostly figure of Julian materialized on the balcony, his expression imbued with a sense of relief and gratitude. For a fleeting moment, it seemed as if the boundaries between the past and the present blurred, connecting the 2 brothers across the realms of life and death. Julian's spectral figure gazed down at Edward, a silent acknowledgement passing between them. It was as if Julian recognized the leap, not just as a physical act, but as a symbolic gesture of understanding and closure. Those gathered below watched in awe, the air thick with a mix of fear and fascination. Then, in a movement that was almost ethereal, Julian turned away from the balcony, his form starting to glide towards the interior of the estate. As he moved through the open doors into the grand hall, beyond the Christmas tree, his figure became increasingly translucent, the outlines of his form blurring with the air. The murmurs of the crowd hushed as they witnessed Julian's final journey through the halls of his ancestral home. As Julian reached the center of the ballroom, under the magnificent chandelier that had witnessed so many of the family's triumphs and tragedies, he paused. His eyes, glowing with an otherworldly light, seemed to look beyond the physical walls of the estate into a realm where peace awaited him. With a final nod, as if bidding farewell to his beloved home and the life he once knew, Julian's figure gently faded away, dissolving into the air until nothing was left but a lingering sense of serenity. The haunting ceased. Julian's spirit was finally at peace, his death no longer a shadow over the Ashbury Estate. The leap year ball continued in subsequent years, but now as a tribute to Julian, only 9 lords would leap. A tradition now evolved into a symbol of unity and celebration, an integral part of Edgmont's Christmas traditions and a testament to the enduring nature of customs, adapting and thriving through the ages.
Ghost is a Calaroga Shark Media production, written and hosted by Alexander Ian McIntyre, produced by Mark Francis, executive producers Mark Francis and John McDermott. Calaroga Shark Media.